with the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
Roman set. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go.
And Richardson will throw to start out here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Ready, break.
Jets, first down. A gain of 27
Ready.
on the play.
Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Another Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18, Pioneers.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Dolphins at 5-6 to start play. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Dolphins are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Richardson to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he'll work down inside the 45. You talk about this Miami defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
now Richardson. They'll swing this out to Harvey. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Track 60.
A gain of 3 on the play.
Richardson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 10. In motion right, that's Metcalf. Now it's Richardson. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The first catch of the ball game there for Metcalf, and a first down to boot. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Here we go.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Richardson looking to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. R.J. Harvey with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Jets are able to move back in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7.
Dolphins 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Here's Tua. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuwegudon. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
They'll get that complete to Albert O. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Achane not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Tua going to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Albert O, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Richardson looking to throw this. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Hey, pass. Steady.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
18, 5 in. Buffalo 18.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll try and do this himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Dolphins first down.
Tua sets up to pass it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Open man downfield is Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Looking to pass. Tua. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
70, 70. 69, 69, go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
All right, go ahead, go. Ready? Turbo 3, 20.
On play action, here's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
That's good.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They give to Achane on the option. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Kyron Johnson there on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Third down and 9 yards.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
The Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to the ground, Achane. And he's going to be brought down at about the 43-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need. Achane hit when the ball is held. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Here's Richardson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Richardson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
3, 60 dices.
From the gun on 3rd down. Richardson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Jets first down.
handoff. Here's Harvey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Lefty, Stephanie. Catch, Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw. Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. And this one is right down the middle. And they have regained the lead. So the tenor of this game now, Charles, is really switched. I mean, they get the fumble. That provides the opportunity. They don't get the touchdown, but they capitalize with a field goal, and that does give them the lead.
I absolutely agree with you there, partner. The tone of this one has completely shifted. Now they're in charge and have momentum on both sides of the ball. And that other sideline, it just went from winning to needing an immediate answer if they want their lead back.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Achane gets it from the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Dolphins 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Tua. Looking deep downfield. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday this season? Because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go. Ready.
Richardson on the bootleg here. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now that's a killer, because you think you get it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a sure stop on 3rd, and then the and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. R.J. Harvey, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7.
At the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. 1st down, Miami.
43-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 42 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
First down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league.
Touchdown, Dolphins! A 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers,
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Again, it's Harvey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Ready, set.
On 3rd down, Harvey. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Richardson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This one thrown underneath to H.M. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Throwing Tua. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Tua. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 23.
Now Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's 1st and goal.
They're right here.
Here's Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
He's got it. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Third and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is 3rd and goal.
Go ahead. Turbo 1, high.
Tagovailoa toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the post.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the